everything in the spiritual comes forth, right? And so in the physical reality that comes forth is us having a body that's full of critters, right? You got critters in the physical reality, you got demons in the spiritual reality. Hello. You got a overstimulated mind in the physical reality. That's because in the spiritual reality, your mind, your parts of you, your energy has been dispersed, and you got to call your energy back because that's what you're fighting against. You're fighting against you being whole, you being solid, you being sovereign. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. So today we're going to be talking about the alchemist oil used externally as topically to inside of the navel to hit that reset button to get rid of those things that might be gnawing at you inside of your abdominal cavity. But don't panic, it's organic. I'm teaching you the external use of it, but it is organic. Here, I just support it or promote it as something externally, but in my other place that I can't talk about while I'm live on a TikTok shop, I promote it there both for internal and external use because it's the world's most powerful antioxidant, antifungal, antiparasitic, antiviral, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory. So with all of those amazing properties, you can use it from the rooter to the tutor. And pretty much most of us in the physical reality at one point in our time have been plagued with battles, demons in the spiritual, which manifest as little critters in the physical that we can use the alchemist oil on. Now today I can't show you I'll apply it on my navel because I have a dress on. Normally I stand up and I'll apply it on my navel, but I'm still going to put it inside of my hand and educate you. I'm also going to educate you on how you can use or manipulate your water to help you regulate your nervous system and no longer feel overstimulated. If you're ready for me to begin, somebody type in the comments ready, because I'm about to teach you something today. If you can hang around, I'll take you to the water, but I can't make your ass drink. If you can hang around, I can educate you on resetting your body, but I can't make you do it. If you have time to hang around, I can share with you so many amazing things about this body, which is infinite intelligence itself. Are you ready? Let me see if I got it ready in the comments. I'll wait for the ready. Let's see if one of the people in the comments paying attention. Hey, I am Cherish Paradise. Hi, Pink. I'll wait for the ready. How y'all doing today? Hey, Latanya. Cause some of y'all just passing through. I'm just trying to see if I got a stare up in here. If you're ready for me to begin to educate you on regulating your nervous system, being overstimulated, imbalances, somebody type ready. If you're ready to learn more about the alchemist oil and how to manipulate your water so your water could taste better, put out all of them acids, help support your kidneys. If you're ready for me to teach you something about the natural way your body can support you eliminating waste or unalive parasites, somebody type in the comments ready. If you're ready to hear information that's going to support your skin health and odor control in your body, thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. Somebody type in the comments ready. If you're ready to learn more about the most potent oil that you could actually put on your body and begin a natural cleansing process, somebody type ready. If you're ready to understand the adjustment period of your body, I finally got me a ready. God damn, y'all difficult today. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. Hey, Mad Scorpio. Mad Scorpio ready, so let's get it. So, first things first, the alchemist oil, the world's most powerful antioxidant. I shared that with you. That's what it does. It's an antioxidant. You need an antioxidant. What's up, big dude? I'm glad you came here because they ain't barely talking to me today, right? Thank you. So, it is the world's most powerful antioxidant. And I share with you it's antifungal, antiparasitic, antiviral, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory. This is a carrier oil. If you get the bundle, the carrier oil comes with it. You're going to put the carrier oil inside of your hand. I already shared with you. Don't panic. It's organic. I already put it up in here to let you know how organic it is. We're going to put maybe about a good 10 drops of it. But this here one, the one in the glass bottle, it is, wait, let me get one with a label. Both of these mine that I've used. Okay. This one here, that's in the glass bottle, this one here is potent. This is the alchemist oil itself. This is the carrier oil. This is the alchemist oil. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. So you put 1 drop of the alchemist oil inside of your hand. You can do a deep tissue massage. Check this out. 1. That's it. That's all we need. That's how potent it is. You don't need no more. Trust it. Trust that you don't need no more. Start off slow. You only need 1 drop of the alchemist oil. So you're going to stir that up. We put 1 drop of the alchemist oil and then we put 10 drops of the carrier oil. That lets you know right off the bat, this going to last me a long damn time, right? Right? All right. So we're going to mix that up in our hand. Remember, I shared with you this is anti-inflammatory, world's most powerful antioxidant, antifungal, anti-parasitic, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, antibiotic. Okay? So nonetheless, we're stirring it up in our hand. I have a dress on and I share with you. I can't show you putting it in the navel, but I will tell you the place to put it, and I'll stand up as if I am placing it there. You will place it in your navel. Place 1 drop of the alchemist oil diluted with a carrier oil, and you're going to place it in your navel. And immediately placing it in your navel is going to give you a calming sensation in your body. Place it in the navel. This is the place where you absorb easily, rapidly. This is your reset button, your navel. This is your center to your abdominal cavity. All things, thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. All things that may be plaguing you, from your big back, from your protruding belly, from your irritable bowel syndrome, abdominal cavity, from any type of yeast overgrowth, from any type of leaky gut. This is going to support that particular area, which is your abdominal cavity. This is why you're going to place the alchemist oil inside of your navel. You're going to do this at night before bed. You're going to do this 7 days on, 2 days off. Somebody type in the comments 7-2, 7-2. 7-2, 7-2, 7-2. 7 days on, 2 days off. Why are we not going to do it only 1 day? Because as soon as we place this world's most powerful antioxidant on our navel, we're going to unalive some things, some critters that was trying to suck all of our life force. And we don't want to piss them off and only do it 1 day. Why would we piss them off doing 1 day? Because if we do it only 1 day, the next day they pissed off and now they want to multiply. We're going to do this 7-2, 7-2. Remember that, 7-2, 7-2, 7-2. Doing this unalives those critters. Placing it in the navel is a central access point to all that there is inside of this abdominal cavity. If you know anybody that worked in the morgue and they've opened up and shared with you what they see when they open up the abdominal cavity, they see a bunch of yeast, they see a bunch of fungus, they see a bunch of baking soda. All of that be up in here. This is why we're going to place this in the navel. This is an oil. Oil can get past the lipid coating on viruses. This is why we're going to place this in the navel. The navel is going to be the most important place. You can place it other places. You can massage other places. But I'm telling you the profound benefits, the amazing transformation and support that you'll get in your body. If you place it on the navel, it'll instantly calm you. It'll instantly regulate you. Because what? You've placed it on the navel. You've placed it on the navel and unalive some things that was gnawing your life force. Somebody say place it on the navel. Instantly, you just supported the body's natural cleansing process by doing what? Placing the alchemist oil in the navel. You get that? Okay, so now you know the most important part of the body to place it in is the navel. Now you can place it other places. I have a dress on today and it's in the palm of my hand. The palm of my hand have a whole bunch of nerve endings in the palm of my hand, just like the soles of my feet. So that's going to be another place that you can place it. On the soles of your feet, nerve endings are there. This is why stomping could actually benefit people to move the lymphatic system. This is why clapping your hands can benefit people to move the lymphatic system. See, the blood has the heart to pump. Your lymphatic system don't have that. It's supposed to have you moving. At recess when we were little, we would go out and play and stuff as adults. We don't go out. We don't run. We don't do the jumping jacks no more. We don't have PE. We don't have playtime. We're driving in the car. We're standing up cooking. We're sitting on the sofa. We're sitting down probably right now watching a live. Most adults ain't jumping. Most adults ain't running all the time, right? So that means most adults are not moving that lymphatic system, which is the backup where all of the waste go. Place it in the navel. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. So now I share with you what the alchemist oil is. I share with you that the beautiful benefits of placing it inside of the navel. Some people put castor oil inside of their navel. Let me tell you something. I'm a blood type connection catalyst, and castor oil is not highly beneficial for all blood types. This particular oil is beneficial for all blood types. Place it in your navel. So I also share with you where to put it in other places you can put it. Even your palm of your hand, soles of your feet. I have a dress on, like I said, I can't dig in there. I can't dig to my lower back, but the lower back is like where a lot of critters rest and reside. Place it in your navel. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. The lower back is where a lot of critters be sitting at too now. And right here in the back of your neck. Matter of fact, some critters that be in the abdominal cavity, they'll get past this brain barrier pathway and get inside of the head. Hence, we have people in the physical reality with alopecia, Parkinson's, insomnia, right? Place it in your navel. Alzheimer's, right? So the navel could help you get rid or support the abdominal cavity from the critters, from the overgrowth, from anything that's gnawing and taking, sucking your life force. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil, because these critters be doing like this here. You don't know, you don't realize it because you just live and you just walking around, but them critters sucking life force. And then you go to the person with the white coat and they give you that piece of paper to let you know what your results are, and you see that your magnesium levels are low. But I'm telling you, I promise you, in the shittiest diet, you got magnesium. You had to have ate something green. You had to, even if it was a damn accident, you had to. And that green thing had magnesium. So how are you depleted? How do you don't have none? Well, that little critter was taking it and sucking it, because the critter wants to become the host, and you the host that's tired, the host that has rosacea, the host that has eczema and psoriasis, the host that has those things, and all of those things, even down to the big C, leads to the host having a critter that's doing like this here. Behind all of them things that they tell you you got a critter. So the alchemist oil can really help you unalive these critters and get the body in a position where it's going to support the cleansing process by placing it on the navel one night. And that night will be the best night of sleep. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Erica. That night is going to be the best night of sleep for this particular person. And they're going to be like, oh my God, if you look at the reviews, they'll tell you, oh my God, the sleep. I sleep like a baby now. Why is that? Think about it. Let's use our common sense, even though it's not that common nowadays. Well, if they place it on the navel and they have the best night's sleep, and I just shared with you that the critters are taking the life force, and that the alchemist oil helps support the natural cleansing process in it will unalive critters, then that means the load of the critters went down the night that they had the great quality of sleep. So that's why they slept so good, right? I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you, Erica. That's why. And so that's what the alchemist oil would do. It would take and loosen the load of critters. That's what we're working on, load. Somebody type load in the comments, LOAD, load. You want to lighten the load. You're going to have some kind of critters. You're not exempt if you're a vegan in this realm. Critters like lettuce, they like apples, they like tomatoes, they like carrots. You crunch into one and they had a critter inside, and guess what? Critter in you now. But the very important part about this year is knowing that, hey, I just want to lighten my load. Thank you. I was waiting for it. Thank you, Sheila. Load. You want to lighten the load of the critters. Because the critters got you walking with humpback and crippled and all of this here and the eczema. The critters always have a flare up. Anything with a flare up, oh, there's a little critter behind it. All right? So I share with you what the alchemist oil is. I share with you where to place the alchemist oil. I share with you what will happen when you place it on your navel and the good quality of sleep and what it's supporting. Now I'm going to get into the part of the life where I share with you some things that are like too much information. We about to talk shit on this live. And if you don't want to talk shit with me, you can keep on scrolling. But this shit is going to be educational that we're going to be talking. We ain't going to be just talking shit to talk shit. We're going to be talking shit to educate you about the shit that we're talking about. Somebody type in the comments TMI. I need to get 3 TMIs in the comments before we talk shit, because this is the educational part of the life. TMI. We need to have TMI in the comments so when people come in through the room, they won't be confused. Like, what is this lady talking about? Thank you, Sheila. I got 1 TMI. Could I get 2 more TMIs? Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for clicking on the orange shopping cart to learn more about the alchemist oil. Okay, I got my 2. DS sent me a TMI. I need 1 more TMI. 1 more TMI, because you got to understand this process. And while we're waiting on the last TMI, somebody type TMI in the comments. While we're waiting on the last TMI, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to be thinking about the answer to this question. Don't type this here in the comments. I'm waiting on somebody to type TMI. Are you a looker backer? Are you a looker backer? I need one more TMI in the comments. Are you a looker backer? What I'm saying is, we talking shit. I'm talking about when you're sitting on the throne. Thank you for viewing The Alchemist. All I appreciate you. When you're sitting on the throne, do you look back? Because the proof going to be in the pudding of what the alchemists all going to be doing to you. Or should I say the proof is going to be in the toilet? Somebody type in the comments TMI and we'll move on. It's okay if you're not a looker backer. You might be bougie and you don't want to look back at it. There's going to be education in here for you. There's going to be some education in here for you. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. Because that's what we're about to talk about. We're about to talk some shit. But I need another TMI in the comments to begin. They got what? They got 11? They in and out? They got 12 people up in here? Okay. Could one of you 12 type TMI? No, nobody else going to do it. I'm talking to you. You do it. TMI. Type TMI. You know how to spell it? I'm being messy. TMI in the comment. I need one more TMI, then I'll move forward. Because y'all ain't talking today, but wait, hold up. Y'all ain't going to about to get this free good old information about your body. And you don't want to talk to me. There we go. Big T did it. Thank you, Big T. So we in the TMI version of the live, and we're talking some shit. And I want to share with you the 3 phases or 3 things that you're going to see in this process called the adjustment period by placing the alchemist oil on your navel. Number 1. The number 1 thing, we talking shit now. Loading the truck. Oh, okay. You be safe out there now, babe. Woo woo. Number 1 is going to be eggs. We're talking about little critters now. Critters come in 3 stages. The first stage is going to be eggs. Because you place the alchemist oil on the navel, the eggs that were unalived, by placing it there, they're going to come out. And if you're a looker backer, you're going to see them. And I want you to know what to expect, what you're going to see, so you could understand that this here is supporting your body well. See, we're not going to just get stuff, just be getting stuff and don't see the evidence. We ain't going to get it because God has just became live and she had told me to get it. Hell no. You got to know your body too. I got to educate you on your body. So you're going to see some little critters, and the number 1 way to see them is eggs. And let's check this out. We're going to correlate this here with a kitchen that is infested with cockroaches. I ain't saying yours was, but just imagine this for a moment. Kitchen infested with cockroaches. The owner decides that they're going to spray some Raid in the kitchen. She goes back into the kitchen after the fog is gone from the Raid, and she noticed some cockroaches are knocked out. They're unalive, right? But there are others that's still walking around. They're still walking around because she had an infestation, right? She got to hit that thing again, like, right? Okay, it's no different from being inside of here in this abdominal cavity where they had some yeast and they had some sweets and they had some little mold and the little fungus going on up in here. Well, you put the alchemist oil on the navel and you're going to unalive some of the little critters, but then they're going to have some mold. That's why I say you don't stop at number 1. You go 7 days on, 2 days off. You don't stop at the first day, like, right? You keep on doing it until that load is down and your body feels like you want it to feel. When your body feels like you want it to feel and it smells like you want to smell, because you're not supposed to smell like shit. Your shit not really supposed to stink. You're not supposed to be funky. It's them critters. So the number 1 thing you're going to see is the eggs in the bowl. So imagine this is your turd. I want to share with you how these eggs look so you won't confuse them. All right. So if you're a looker backer, you turned around and you look back and you saw your turd sitting there. And your turd had specks. Yes, we're talking shit. We're talking shit in this live, just in case you just passed through. This is TMI. TMI, but you need to know this TMI. So they had little specks inside of your turd. And these little specks look like seeds. They look like sesame seeds. If you don't know what a sesame seed is, it's the seeds that's on the McDonald's bun, right? They look like these little ivory colored seeds. And you're thinking to yourself while you're sitting on the throne, man, I didn't even much eat seeds today. I didn't even much have McDonald's. I don't even much like McDonald's because I don't even much like horses like that, right? I hope you caught that. But nonetheless, they had little seeds up in there in the bowl. Those are eggs, baby. They're not seeds. Those are the eggs. That's the one way you know that the alchemist oil is doing the damn thing. It's putting you through an adjustment period. Your job is to stay hydrated, to flush the critters out. We're going to get to how you're going to hydrate after this. Number two, could somebody type number two in the comments? Number two is going to be this lava type, nasty, grotesque, funky, mushy bow. We talking to your mind. Thank you for sharing the live and tapping the screen. Number two. Thank you, number two. Thank you. Look, we're talking number two and you type number two. Thank you, DS. So number two, and the best way that I could explain this number two is like, this is the lava, this is the secretions from these little critters. Because don't think that when you place the alchemist oil on your belly button on the first night that you ain't piss them off. Just like that trend that's going on that's talking about square up, how you square up, the little suburb type children learning how to square up or not even knowing how. But these critters know how, right? And they square up like this. This is the inside of your abdominal cavity. For them to square up, they spit inside of you. They piss inside of you. Because you pissed them off. They shit inside of you. They begin to multiply. The person with the white coat, he'll tell you, don't come here expecting anything. For a virus, you got to let a virus run its course. Hell to the no, to the that. A virus will never run its course. A virus will multiply. Not one. Not by 100. I'm talking about by thousands. Thousands. That's what they begin to do. When you piss them off, they begin to try to multiply. They begin to try to square up inside of you. So all of this secretion, the spit, the shit is inside of you wherever they are. That's what they're doing. And it stinks. It's funky. It smells like tar. It's going to be the worst smelling bowel movement. If you will look her back, or you will see it, because it'll be so grotesque. It's going to just stain up the walls of the commode, right? It's going to be so slimy, like so mushy. And it's like the consistency of mashed potatoes. When grandma used to put that mashed potatoes on that plate with that wooden spoon and just, that's how it is. And it smells horrible, so horrible that you're going to want to flush the toilet immediately. But that was inside of you. Better out than in, eh? Somebody type up in the comments number three. So I shared with you number one. Number one was going to be, if you look back, you're going to be able to see the eggs. Number two, if you look back, you're going to be able to see this mushy type, lava type consistency, bowel movement that is so funky. And number three, I'll wait for it. Because somebody type number three. I'll wait for it. Thank you. Thank you, Sheila. I'll wait for it. Number three. We talking shit now. We're talking shit. Can I get a number three? Number three. This is how you identify that this alchemist oil is working for you. And if you're bougie, thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. And if you bougie, look, listen, I'm going to just cover you right quick. If you're bougie, you ain't got to look back. You can sit your little bougie ass in there and you can look forward. But it's still going to get you in the stench of this here stuff that we're talking about. Because that number two lover type smell is going to blow your bougie ass mind. And even if you're bougie, you're going to have to one moment, see it. Because you even if you use your wet wipes and you put the wet wipe in the toilet, you got to wipe with the wet wipe. You got to wipe that ass a couple of times. And you got to eventually look at that toilet paper to make sure it's clean, right? It don't have no streaks. And there you go. Gotcha, bougie. You looking at this. And you might see the egg right there. You might see this here lava type consistency of your bowel right there. And it's right there close in your face with your bougie self. So you're not exempt. You could be full of shit too. You could look good, though shit. Hell, the prettiest women be the ones that sink the most in the bathroom, if you ask me. And I'm a woman, I be up in there. Right? I gotta use the bathroom. They be so pretty, but they be so funky on the inside. My God, today. Anyway, number three. Number three is gonna be the adults. The adult parasite. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. Number three gonna be the adult critters. And you done seen an adult critter. You got a garden, right? You got adult critters be in the garden, aka worm. You got pinworm, you got hookworm, you got adult wiggly worm. But the reason why I want to share with you and educate you about number three is number three, they have these things called flukes in number three. So anybody new here, we talking shit. Yeah, I know it's TMI, but you got to know that the alchemist all doing this thing. So imagine for me, if you will, this here is your bowel movement. And all of a sudden, you're a looker back or you look back and now you see these little red things. It's just like the consistency of tomato skins, like, right? But you ain't have tomatoes today, though. You don't even eat tomatoes because you heard Goddess Just Be say that tomatoes are nightshade, meaning that they cause an inflammatory response. And then you picked up on the fact that every time you ate tomato sauce, aka spaghettis and things like that, your stomach started feeling funny later on that night because it caused inflammation inside of you. And so you look back or you look back at your turd and you see all this red stuff in there. You're like, no, but I didn't eat no red tomatoes. I know better. That ain't tomatoes, Tut. Those are called flukes. And they are critters that come out of your ways when you hit the reset button. And you unalive them and you can see with your own eyes that, the alchemists are doing the damn thing. Your job now is to drink water and stay hydrated. Somebody type in the comments, water, that good old H2O. And I want to show you something that you do with your water, that good old H2O. Could I get a water in the comments? Is it asking for too much? The baddest in the game. Oh, the baddest in the game. Okay, Sheila. Okay, Miranda. Okay, water. Oh, now you teasing me, DS, unless that's a typo. Water. They see I say water a little different. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. It's water. Okay? This is a bottle of water. Y'all saying it wrong. How about that? Y'all don't know how to pronounce water. Okay, so right here before me, I have some water. And this is a 1.5 liter of water that I have. And I normally drink 2 of these here a day. And the reason why is because that's really the amount that an average adult should be having. How you calculate the amount of water before we begin to teach you what to put in your water is your weight divided into 2 equals the amount of ounces. So if I'm 200 pounds, I divide that into 2, that will leave 100, right? 100 will be the amount of ounces of water that I would drink daily. I will drink this amount, especially if I exercise, especially, now you could drink less maybe if you in the winter or something like that, especially if I'm detoxing my body, especially if I'm sweating. This is the amount of water that I need, especially when I'm not feeling too good. So if you done unalive some critters by placing the alchemist oil in your navel, you need to adhere to this here. Your weight divided to 2 equals the amount of ounces that your adult self need to be drinking to flush out these critters that you done unalive that's going to be sitting. If not, you're going to feel tired. If not, you're going to have unalive critters in your large and small intestines. And baby, you want to get that shit out immediately. If not, you're going to get a little headache. If not, you're going to get a little sleepy. Why? Because you didn't drink your water. Okay? So this is what we're going to do with the water. I stand by this here product on my backup page, which is called It's a Lifestyle. That's my TikTok shop page. And I promote this here brand, Bob's Red Mill Baking Soda. No, I did not say that orange, cheap ass, 99-cent ass baking soda. Argue with your mama. It's not up for debate. I ain't talking about that. No, I'm not arguing with nobody that's going to talk to me about, fuss to me in a comment about 99-cent baking soda. Grow up. Okay? We ain't doing that. So this is the kind. Nah, don't put that other stuff in your mouth. Okay? Just don't. And if you do, don't tell nobody I told you to do that. So what we're going to do to manipulate our water, first of all, we're going to go to the store and we're going to get a spring source of water. Now, water companies, all of them got some bull crap with them. All you need is a damn LLC to get some kind of hose pipe water nowadays. So what we're trying to stay away from is distilled and reverse osmosis. So you just go to the store, get you your cases of your Walmart water, whatever one that says spring. That's good. The one that says spring. You just want to look at the back and make sure it don't say reverse osmosis. Nah, we don't need reverse osmosis. We want spring. When you get you a case of your spring water, you take your water at home and you're going to put some baking soda inside of your water. And I'm going to teach you why this is important because it's going to help regulate your nervous system as well. And it's going to help you inside, right, to clean house from all them acids. So now you have 1/16 of a teaspoon. That's what this is. But guess what? If you don't want it to measure, guess what? You get you a pinch. You get you a pinch. You get you a nice little pinch of water. Of the baking soda. And you place it in your water. I'm going to do 2 since mine is a 1.5 liter. Yours is only going to be a 16.9 ounce of water, right? Because you got the smaller little cases, right? So you only need 1 little pinch in your little 16.9 ounce of water. So we're going to add some baking soda. Now, baking soda helps to alkalize the water, pH, right? Most people who are acidic in the inside, their skin show that they're acidic because acidic people have things like eczema, psoriasis. They have flare-ups and stuff because they have too many acids. They got too much of a load on top of them kidneys, right? So this baking soda is actually going to support the acids in the kidneys. It's going to help things flow. I know some people have pressure. Some people have high blood pressure. We're going to get to that. I ain't leaving you out. I ain't trying to make you pop. Just keep on listening. So we have one little pinch of, in our 16.9 ounce bottle of water, of some Bob's Red Mill baking soda. No, not the one with that orange box. And y'all know the orange box that I'm talking about, don't you? Put that 99-cent stuff up in your mouth. If you do, I don't have nothing to do with that shit. All right? I'm going to tell them I don't know you. She wasn't on my life. She lying. Then we're going to put some electrolytes because you're an electric being, right? You're an electric being. We're going to put a pinch of gray, not white, gray Celtic sea salt inside of that same said water. Because you're the salt of the earth. You need salt. You don't need that white salt that's stripped of all of its minerals, but you need salt with color. The reason why I like this salt is because they have 4 forms of magnesium in this salt. 4 forms of magnesium. You need magnesium in every organ inside of your body. Right? Magnesium, magnesium, magnesium. Somebody type in the comments MG. MG. You need magnesium in every organ in the body to detox the body. Magnesium, MG. Can I get an MG in the comments? Too many people up here not to get me an MG. Don't wait on the other people. You type the MG because you need the MG. This is a friendly reminder that you need the MG, magnesium. This is why I prefer this here salt. So now we got the sodium bicarbonates inside of the water. We got the gray Celtic sea salts, which gives you trace minerals, plus your electrolytes for your electric body. I love Bob's Red Mill. Yeah, that's a good salt. That's the best salt. And now we're going to do something. Pay attention if you have high blood pressure. That's just thick, tacky ass blood. Thick, tacky ass blood. And thick, tacky ass blood could really benefit with their omega-3s and their proper oils to get that thick, tacky blood out of there. That's where the alchemist oil comes in. But nonetheless, inside of this here water that you're going to drink while using the alchemist oil, placing it in your navel, or even sometimes doing like that with it, because if you have thick, tacky blood, it need to be in here too, right? The last but not least thing that you're going to place in this water, and it's going to make this water taste so good, and I'm going to want to drink this whole bottle of water because it's so delicious to me. We're going to add some lemon juice in this water, all right? And I'm showing you this here bottle just in case you're lazy, because sometimes people with thick, tacky blood be lazy. Sometimes with unregulated nervous system, you just be lazy, right? And here go Trader Joe's to help you out, 100% organic. If you got a Trader Joe's, go find this here. Some organic lemon juice. And we're going to put a little splash, just a splash. We ain't making no Kool-Aid or lemonade. We're just going to put a little tiny splash. So I'm going to actually put it in the top first because we only splashing. There we go. That's all we need, right? And so we have now inside of this here spring water, we have sodium bicarbonates by Bob's Red Mill, which alkalizes this water, increasing the pH, the potential of hydrogen. Hydrogen, this is why critters cannot survive in the high alkaline environment, because there's now hydrogen. Oh my God, hydrogen. This here is also an antifungal, okay? And this here is also needed on the barrier of the stomach, because if you don't have this, aka if you have like leaky gut, that means your acids, your food and all of that is just coming out and it's causing your abdominal cavity to be on fire. So the barrier of the stomach needs to be repaired by the sodium bicarbonates, which the stomach needs. Because if you didn't have sodium bicarbonates on the buffer of that stomach, all them acids will be having your whole body on fire. So we have our sodium bicarbonates with an increased our water. Our water is now slightly alkaline. We have our electrolytes. We have 4 forms of magnesium. We have trace minerals in here. And if we have high blood pressure, forget the sodium that was in here. We got something that will open up them kidneys, them adrenal glands, and get rid of some of them acids, the buildup in them kidneys, and support them kidneys, aka we're talking about the lymphatic system. Because see, the pressure of the blood is high because the back up to the blood is corroded, aka the lymphatic system. If the blood is thick and pressured, that means the backup system, which is the lymphatic system, needs to be flushed. And the way you flush it is by the proper oils and lemon. Come on now, y'all getting free education on the body. Person in the white coat ain't gonna tell you this. Could you tap the screen and share the live? Could you click on that orange shopping cart below to support my live? If you listen, click on the button, god darn it. Let TikTok know that I'm teaching you something, god darn it. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the heart. That's what I'm talking about. I'm teaching you something. All right? So now this water. Oh my God, this is the best water. So when you're doing the alchemist oil at night, placing that on your navel, aka oil pulling, unaliving critters inside of the large intestines, the abdominal cavity, before you go to bed, you drink a little bit of water because you're about to go into detox mode. It's the first meal of the day called break fast. And then when you wake up, that same bottle of water on that counter, you finish it off. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. You finish it off. You drink. Baby. Oh, water never tastes so good. And it's so good for you. Now you have all your vital minerals. You got your vitamin C going. Them kidneys, they were so corroded, so acidic that it was like two big crunchy popcorn sitting in your back. But now you done put some Bob's Red Mill baking soda and it buffered them kidneys and they're like, oh, thank you so much because there was so much acids. And I was going to corrode the shit out of you until you gave me baking soda because none of your water had it. You had that cheap ass water for so many years and you really needed you some baking soda to soften your water and soften your kidneys. That's what your kidneys told me to tell you. This water be busting like this, right? So you got some real good water now. So now you're really, really hydrated now. And now you really done hit the reset button in so many ways. Your job is to stay hydrated and carry your ass to bed at night. And when I say carry your ass to bed at night, I mean turn TikTok off, turn that night light off, turn that TV off, and carry your ass to bed in the darkness, baby. Because you are going on a reset. You're resetting your body. Anytime you place the alchemist oil in your belly button, you hit the reset button. So you want to go to the non-physical in the darkness. You stem from the darkness. You ain't nothing but dark, chaotic energy. The darkness that was on the face of the deep in the beginning of the recreation of this realm. So go back into there in total darkness so your body can produce melatonin, so you could feel good, so you could get a real reset, so you could really, really detox. Carry your ass to bed and drink your ass some water. That's what you do. And you do that for 7 days. Take 2 days off. 7-2. You don't do this here for 1 day and stop because you just unalive some of the critters, and some of the critters done got pissed off that you didn't unalive. So you don't want to do that. You want to finish through, and you gonna know because of how you feel. Ooh, shit. You gonna know based upon how you feel, baby. You gonna have the best quality of sleep. You gonna start waking up when the sun come up. Like, damn, I'm up early. Because you know what? Normally in the past, prior to you doing this, the freak was coming out at night. You know that song? The freaks come out at, the freaks come out. The freaks come out at night. Up. Right. That song. The freaks. AKA you teeth grinding in the middle of the night. AKA them children, when the freaks come out, that fever get high in the middle of the night. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. The freaks. Your stomach hurt in the middle of the night. You throwing up in the middle of the night. You bowel movement all in the middle of the night. That's the freaks. That's the critters. Sometimes the freaks come out in the middle of the night because the freak tell you to go get the cookies. I'm going to Circle K. I need me some ice cream. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. That's the freaks. The freaks be holding you hostage. Man, I need some sweets, man. I gotta go get some coffee. I gotta get something. It's the middle of the night. I know, but come on. I want some breakfast right here, right now. That's the freaks. They be trying to become the host. If you let them, you got to get rid of some of that load to it. It's too much of a load to it. All right. So I'll share with you what the alchemist oil is: the world's most powerful antioxidant, antifungal, antiparasitic, antiviral, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory. I share with you where to place it. Place it in your navel. Place 1 drop of the alchemist oil, dilute it with the carrier oil, stir it up in your hand, and place it in your navel. Immediately, it's a reset. Immediately, it's calming. Immediately, take a deep breath. Immediately, carry your ass to bed, drink you some water, and have your good old night's sleep. Immediately regulate your nervous system. I also share with you how long: 7 days on, 2 days off. Then you can start 7 days more and 2 days off when you see these great results that's going to happen, how it's supporting you all over your body, right? Because it's organic. Don't panic. It's organic, right? But I want you to be able to see and understand what's going on with your body. I share with you how it supports the 3 phases: the eggs, the larva, and the adult critters. How it's going to release it out your ass. Yep. We shared the TMI version of this live already. If you're a looker backer and you're sitting on a throne, you're going to see every version of what I shared with you already. Eggs, that larva, and the adult parasites coming out that ass. You sure will. I also share with you how to hydrate yourself. I share with you whatever your weight is, divided by 2 equals the amount of ounces of water you need to be drinking, because you just detoxed when you did this here, just by placing it on your navel. I share with you what to put inside of your water: Bob's Red Mill, not that orange stuff, Bob's Red Mill baking soda, gray Celtic sea salt, we're just doing the pinch, and just a little splash of some organic lemon juice inside of your water. That's going to be your vitamin C. That's going to increase the pH. If your insides of your body is acidic, that Bob's Red Mill is alkaline. It's going to increase the pH. It's going to give you 4 forms of magnesium inside of this Celtic salt. It's going to give you electrolytes inside of this Celtic salt. You doing a damn thing. Nervous system unregulated where? Inflammation where? Pressure where? No, we only see that this here now, this protocol is used traditionally in herbal practices. We only see now that we're supporting our skin and the odors in our body, because Tut, you're not supposed to stink. Your shit ain't even supposed to stink, Tut. You got what the hell your shit stinking? At least you have critters inside of you. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. So that's my spiel. That's what I wanted to bring to you all today. The fact that the alchemist oil is supporting the unalive process of the critters inside of you that's been gnawing off of your life force, have been having you not able to sleep and wishing somebody would. You God. What God doing, Zach? What God doing? Off her, his or her throne, not knowing that it is the I amness. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. I see y'all pressing the button, checking it out. Any questions before I get up out of here? I'm going to look back on these comments because I wasn't paying attention. I was getting to the end of my spiel. Let me see. I don't want to ignore no comments, though. Let's see. Hey, Coach, I see you. What's up? What's up, Couch Potato? I see you. You got that right. Yeah. Somebody reposted. Yeah, go your ass to bed. Yeah. Chaotic energy. You're right. That's what we are. That's what we stem from. Is that gray salt? Yes. This is a gray one. This is a gray Celtic sea salt. And you place that in the water. But baby, that water there. And then you could just drink your regular bottles in the daytime. But that last one, in that first one, sip of water, it needs to be like this here to support this here detoxing process. All right? I got mine. Oh, look at you. I'm so happy for you. Yeah. Thank you for adding the product to your cart. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. Any questions? Any questions? I see that there's some new people up in here. You are so welcome. Type in the comments if you got yours. Type up in the comments, got mine. If you have any questions, type your questions in the comments. If you're new, could you type the word new here and you want to hear me repeat this year live? Let me know where you stand. If you're scared, it's okay. Take your time. Take your time, baby. But just make sure that that load is not too much. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. Got mine. Got mine. You're so welcome. Yeah. And another thing. You want to make sure that if you have cats or dogs, and I know we love, what 3 things do you put in the water? And I know we love our cats and our dogs. But when that dog is scooting his ass on that rug while you watching TV, that dog has little worms, little eggs. And some people, every one in every 15 person that came in this live, then clenched their booty cheeks together because some kind of critter was doing like this in their booty hole. Type in the comments, neighbor, is it you? Somebody clenched their booty cheeks because they are infested from the rooter to the tutor. Type in the comments, neighbor, is it you? Dogs have them. Cats have them. And if you have these type of animals and you send them and you go get them dewormed, understand they have worms. And if you step on that same damn rug, look at Coach. Yeah. If you step on that rug, then you get them too. I know you love your dog and your cat that kiss you in the face and give you that stuff in your face. But hey, you gotta do something to decrease the load. I ain't telling you to get rid of your cat and your dog, but you need the alchemist oil. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. Somebody asked what was that I put up in the water. It was Bob's red meal baking soda, a pinch. It was 1 pinch of gray Celtic sea salt, a pinch. And then it was 1 little splash of organic lemon juice. That's what you're going to have before you go to bed, after you put the alchemist oil on your belly button. And first thing when you wake up to break your fast. That's how you break your fast, with some good ass, cleansing ass, alkaline ass, vitamin C having ass water. Good old water. All right? That's very important for you to know about your health. So everybody heard my whole spiel. Y'all good? Were you here for the TMI version of this here live? Do I need to repeat that? TMI is teaching you what you will see in real time if you on the commode and you look back. TMI is me telling you about how the shit gonna look. Me talking shit. Somebody type TMI if you missed it. If you missed a TMI, type new if you need to understand the cleansing process or the adjustment period. Y'all all got it? Everybody got it. Everybody good. Somebody new. Okay, somebody new. I got one new, just one new. Just one new. So the TMI is these 3 phases. TMI is phase 1. After placing the alchemist oil inside of the belly button, you're hitting the reset button, and it unalives critters that was knowing your life force. This is why people be told, yeah, your magnesium levels are low. You ate magnesium. The level low is because the critter was sucking it, right? So the phase number 1, the way, if you're sitting on the throne and you look back, if you're a looker backer, you'll see eggs. Number 1 is eggs. This was the TMI version. I'm gonna just do a recap. TMI is eggs. Thank you for viewing the alchemist oil. And the eggs look like little sesame seeds. So imagine this being your turd. If you look back and you look at your turd and you see little dots, little ivory looking dots that look like the seeds that's on a McDonald's bun. That's sesame seeds looking. But those are eggs from unaliving critters that was in the abdominal cavity right up in here with the humpback, with the protruding belly. You know, they just come to try to become the host. Right? So you have these specks in the stool. That's 1. Number 2 way to identify that this here is supporting your skin, odor control, and unaliving things that's not serving you is this larva type stinchy, funky, pasty, mushy, mucousy type bowel movement. Almost with the consistency of mashed potatoes. That's the larva, that's the secretions. That's when these critters spit in you, shedding you, piercing you, and try to multiply in you. That's their way of squaring up inside of you. That's the number 2 way. And that consistency is very, very, very foul. And that type of bowel movement, it smears up all the commode. Like you literally have to clean the commode because it's so smeary like mashed potatoes. So number 1 was eggs. Number 2 is the larva secretions that's going to come out of your ass when you're sitting on a throne, right? Number 3. This is a recap of the TMI version. Number 3. Thank you for trusting the alchemist oil. The number 3 way that you'll know that this year, by placing the alchemist oil on the navel before bed, 7 days on, 2 days off, 7 days on, 2 days off. The number 1 way to know you hit the reset button, number 3 way to know you hit the reset button is the adult parasite. You know, the adult worms, the hookworm, the pinworms. Everybody know what that look like. You done seen that in the garden. But there's one type of adult that you probably get confused with. So imagine, if you will, the number 3 way to see this in the commode. This is your bowel, and you a looker backer. You look back, and you see these little red specks in your bowel. And these red little specks, it looks like little tears of tomato skins. like tomato skins all over your bowel, and you're like, dang, I ain't have tomatoes. I haven't even red peppers. Why have all these red little things in the bowel movement? That is called flukes. Those are flukes. That's a form of a little critter that be gnawing off your life force, right? Sucking your life force out of you, trying to become the host. And so I'm educating the people on these three things that you will see with your own two eyes. You get this? With your own two eyes. You see them. Thank you, Coach. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. I love you so much. Because the body is going to be put through an adjustment period. And it's going to get you together to help to support your natural cleansing process, just because you hit the reset button by placing this here inside of your navel. So now you ain't got to say, oh, she told me to get, God has just told me to get it, and I don't know if it's working or not. No, you sit on the throne and you look back and you can see. Even if you don't look back, you're going to smell, number two, you're going to smell that lava type consistency bowel movement. It's going to make you want to flush that toilet faster, because that's the guts, that's the lava, that's their secretions, right? That's them being unalive, and you're going to smell that. Right? You're going to smell it. And it's better out of you than in you, because that is the leading cause of why people have odors, body odors that's so grotesque, so funky. You're not supposed to smell like shit. You're not supposed to have to put baking soda underneath your arms. I just shared with you, baking soda go in your mouth for the buffer in your gut. It was never really supposed to be going underneath here, because your skin is slightly acidic. What the hell are we putting alkaline baking soda underneath there? So then you get to a place where you don't even have to wear deodorant. You get to a place where you could put this on a couple of nights a week, and then you realize, dang, I don't stick it no more. There are some people who use just the carrier oil. Look, they got clothes at the bottom, the clothes buds at the bottom of it. There's some people that just use the carrier oil underneath their armpit when they get out of the shower at night, and then they're fresh. They don't need deodorant. When I now wear deodorant, I put deodorant on like this here. I just dab it on a couple of times, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of, back in the day, you know how we used to put deodorant on like this here? No, you could put deodorant on now, and when I do wear deodorant, it don't have baking soda in it. No, not under your armpit. So 1, 2, 3, that's how I put deodorant on. 1, 2, 3, and it don't have baking soda in it. Because you're not supposed to have to wear no antiperspirant to clog this up. To close this here, to seal up your abdominal cavity. Hell no. It needs to breathe. Because think about it. What is moist? My armpit. What is dark? My armpit. What is hot? Underneath my armpit. Well, that's the perfect environment for fungus to grow where? Underneath my armpit. And if it grows underneath my armpit, guess what's inside of my abdominal cavity? Fungus underneath my armpit. Like, let's make this make sense. Don't make this here a breeding ground for fungus in critters to be alive in. And then you wonder why you got the humpback. You wonder why you got the protruding belly. Because the abdominal cavity is corroded. You wonder why your pot smells like that. You wonder why your poop smells like that. You wonder why. Come on now. You ain't got to wonder no more. All right? All right, let's see if I'm passing something. Need something to clean me out. Yeah. And this supports the clean out. This is supporting the clean out. There are people who use this here in their head as well. And you would know, like, just how, you see how I have the braids in my hair in the tip of this here? This is actually my personal bottle. I'm gonna be by the time next week come, y'all gonna see a new bottle. I done drunk this. I done put this in my navel on every live. I done put it in my head. I love the tip of this here because I could just add it on the line, the parts of my braids. And it's just antifungal, like, right? And so if we're dealing with an antifungal, let's say, for example, I had that thing, which is really just a fungal thing, called alopecia. I will put that on every last one of my little parts. Well, I probably wouldn't have my hair if I had the alopecia, but I'll put it on my bald head and I'll just rub it on my bald head. And let me tell you how it will support me. It'll support me because I will feel like there's like an internal shower. You need to know what's going on. Just like we talked about the shit, how the shit look, you got to know what this feeling is. If you ever feel inside of your head, like inside of your head, after you put the alchemist on the scalp, you feel like you're standing underneath the shower head. But don't you ain't under the shower head. It's like an internal shower, like a little drip is going on in your head. That's that wholeness, baby. Dissolving. In real time. People don't tell you this, but you gotta understand how traditional herbal wellness practices go, baby. You gotta understand that. If not for you, for your damn children. Okay, so if you have children, the children, they probably don't have the adult critters, right? They probably just have little eggs. They probably just have some larvae. Some children, poor babies, their parents just pass them on things, pass them on critters. That's why these children grow up in this realm and they get passed on eczema. They get passed on rosacea. Rosacea, if you look close, ain't nothing but little egg packs on people's cheeks. That's why you shouldn't be kissing everybody after church service on their damn cheeks. You're kissing a sack of eggs, right? But if you have children, this one here, you use this one here on children. Head to toe, you could just use this on children. You got a little funky little children, put this here, some of this here underneath their armpit at night before they go to bed. No deodorant, just this here underneath their armpit. This here help them out really good with odors. Put this on the soles of them children's feet. But if you are an adult, get the bundle. If you are an adult, get the bundle and you use the alchemist oil too. The alchemist oil have a slight tingling / numbing sensation about it. It is potent. It is 100% organic and potent. This is why you must dilute it with a carrier oil. It normally, when I send them out, they have, that's my little bottle. But when I send them out, let me show you right quick. That's my bottle right there. Let me put this tape back on here. All right. But when I send them out, they got an orange label on the back of it, a warning label, right? To let you know, hey, you got to dilute this here. This is the truth right here. This is the part you got to dilute. It's in the glass bottle. It is taped. It's tied tight and it's taped to be secure. So you'll know, hey, don't play with this one. If this leak, you better get you some oil to dilute it. Don't get you no water. Get you some more oil. So if you happen to want to not follow directions, I'm letting you know it's going to tingle to it. And so when it comes up in, if you just get this here by itself, it comes up in a box like this here, which you think your card, and it's really secured. It has the directions inside of this here to remind you, 7272. You could go up to 10, but I'm just sharing you 7272, right? It is sealed just in case it leaks in transit. And I want to show you one more thing. It has a bubble wrap because it's glass also. These are directions right here. And even on the bubble wrap, you see that? That's a warning. Warning you. Hey, you. Don't you touch this. Keep this out of the reach of children. And if it breaks or if you touch it, dilute it in a carrier oil. It ain't no joke. This stuff gonna have your whole meal box letting you know, like, oh yeah, this is strong stuff. This is strong. It will knock it out. It will get your body. This here, I'm trying to put this here back. It will get your body in the phase to clean house, right? So you don't want to play around with the alchemist oil. You don't want to get, this is not for children. This is for adults. Because adults, that's the ones that got them big gangster ass, adult ass critters inside of them, like, right? So that's how it looks when it comes, all right? Sealed at the top. You see this here, black tape right here? Somebody in the review, he gave me a 5-star review, but he was like, they had tape on it. Yeah, I put that on there. I put that on there to make sure it is sealed, right? So it don't leak in transit. And so the postman don't get tingling and he don't have nothing but water. And he put water on there. Well, God bless his soul if it gets, broken in transit. I hope he got some oil, but they got the warning on there for him, like, right? To protect everybody and to remind you at the same time. All right. Let me see. Somebody says facts. Drink. Oh man, the comments just went away. Wait, let me go back. Facts. Mindy added the product to the cart. Thank you for trusting the alchemist, dog. Drank clove water starting my day. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. The clove water. Yeah. Well, guess what? The oil mixed with it, because they got clove buds on here. The oil is mixed with it, and this is omega-3s right here, anti-inflammatory. The oil, they help too, oil pull. Or you can even oil pull with it in your mouth, kind of like. Because that's what I do. I put in my water pick in the morning, I put some alchemist oil mixed with the carrier oil, which has clove in it. And then I put a pinch of this here concoction, the salt and the baking soda, inside of my water pick container. And so that way I'm oil pulling. I got my sodium bicarbonates in my mouth, and I got it all, my mineral container. And so that way I'm oil pulling. I got my sodium bicarbonates in my mouth, and I got it all, my minerals, my salts. I gargle with it. Oil pulling. I got my sodium bicarbonates in my mouth, and I got it all, my minerals, my salts. I gargle with it. 3 days. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In the critters, because you hit the reset button. Let me see what this is. Um, Somebody says, what are the two bottles in front of you? I'm looking on link to purchase, not such what to get. Not sure what to get, maybe? Oh, so if you click on the orange shopping cart below, you'll see just this bottle by itself. You have an option. There are two options. You can see this here bottle. This would be the Alchemist oil. This is the one that's really, really potent. You can get it by itself, but that means you need to get your own carrier oil, because this oil here must be diluted, right? You only need like 1 drop to place this here inside of your navel. So you might see this here. But next to this here, you can click and you'll see a picture of this and this sitting next to each other. So that's your second option. So this second option is saying you want the Alchemist oil plus the carrier oil. So you already have an oil to dilute this Alchemist oil with. And this here will last you forever in a day, because you're only really using 1 drop inside of the navel. Now, if you want to do a deep tissue massage and you want to make it a little bit more intense, you could do maybe 2 to 3 drops, but I wouldn't even recommend nobody ever really using more than 3 drops at a time of the Alchemist oil. When you feel it, you'll know why. But this is the carrier oil, and the carrier oil is really a lighter oil. It has clove inside of it, so it's more like a clove oil base that you'll be using. Clove is the world's most powerful antioxidant, and it has those same properties: antifungal, antiparasitic, antiviral, antimicrobial, and all of that good stuff. And it's gentle, and it could be used by itself. It could be used on or for children. But the Alchemist oil, if you get the bundle, only use the Alchemist oil for adults. I hope that answered your question. So you have an option of getting the Alchemist oil by itself, but you need your own carrier oil, or you could get the bundle with your carrier oil. All right? All right? Any other questions? Thank you for trusting the Alchemist oil. Thank you for trusting the Alchemist oil. Somebody says, how much of the carrier oil to 1 drop? The carrier oil, maybe 10 drops of the carrier oil. That's what I've been doing on my live. Like 10 drops of the carrier oil to 1 drop of this here Alchemist oil, because it's really, really powerful. You don't want to do it by yourself. Do not. Somebody type in the comments, please. Do not place it on the navel undiluted. Do not. I don't recommend it. Do not dilute it. Do not. Don't think, oh, I got tough skin. Don't do that. You hear me? If you do it, don't tell nobody I told you to do it. And if you do it, let me tell you now, because some of y'all have a hard head. I'm going to say hard head, make us all bad. If you do it, when it burning shit out you, get you some carrier oil and put on top of that gear to soothe it. All right? This ain't no joke now, y'all. I want it to be as potent as possible to really benefit, to last you long. I ain't the white coat person where you need to come back in 5 days. You got to come back in 5 days. This is going to last you a long time. This is going to last you a long time, because you be mindful. 1 drop goes a long way. See how that 1 drop feel, right? Okay, thank you very much. No problem, babe. Any other questions? So this here is supporting the abdominal cavity tremendously. And this is the reason why people are so irritated inside of here. If you know anybody that work at a morgue, you question them and you ask them what people see. And they'll tell you. They see baking soda caked up inside of the abdominal cavity. Hence why people have problem with these here a lot, because of this here going up in here, right? People don't want to tell you that. They'll see a whole bunch of yeast in the abdominal cavity. People can't even breathe. How they got so much of yeast? How they got so many critters in there? Right? How? Because of what we put inside of here. What we put inside of here. Right? What we put inside of here. Right? What we step on the bottom of our feet, it gets in our body. And we become or begin to have such a load when we're sleeping with our cats and our dogs. We get such of a load from their stuff. They're shedding in the house eggs all the time. And now we let them go get dewormed, and we sitting up there on the same couch that they sat on, interacting with their little critters, their little shedded bugs, their little shedded eggs every day. All right? So you got to decrease the load. Keep your cat, keep your dog, but decrease that load. I'm not even teaching you how to become a vegan here. No, that ain't necessary for you to be a vegan. But when you're doing this type of stuff, you don't want to be releasing a big old load and sitting on the sofa eating the damn po' boy now. Eat a little lighter, incorporate a little bit more vitamin C, help your body flush out what ain't serving you. Stay hydrated. Get you some vegetables and some fruit up in that diet. So while you're doing this, hey, come on now. You don't need the steak and potato on that day, huh? You can wait till maybe next week to get the steak and potato, huh? Hey, on that day, you don't need 3 or 4 sandwiches with bread with glue in it, right? Glue that sticks to the wall, preventing minerals from being absorbed, right? We're going to chill out on the bread and the pastas, right? You see what I'm saying? That's so very important. Let's make this make sense now. Don't be putting all of this here up in here and then turn around looking at the throne and say, there you go. Oh, I got some more room now. Might as well go eat a po' boy. No, chill out. Be easy with yourself. Let your body do this adjustment period. And I promise you it's going to feel good to you. I promise you it's going to be rewarding for you. What's going on, Keith? I teach esoteric knowledge, y'all. And so on Sundays, I'll be talking about, the quantum field and all. You're welcome to come. I can't really share where you go, but if somebody else want to share it in the comments, you can share it. Since I'm on a TikTok shop, I can't tell you to go nowhere. You got to stay right here. Stay right here. But I teach esoteric knowledge. I do consultations. I am a blood type connection catalyst, with meal plans, weight loss cheat codes. I know this thing, and this is my passion, the very thing that I really love to do. If you could just give me your ear, I'll take you to the water. I understand that I can't make you drink, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that you put the two together and understand that you're not supposed to be sick and your shit not supposed to really stink. You're not supposed to have odors. You're not supposed to be losing your damn hair. Your skin not supposed to have little egg sockets on your cheeks, calling it rosacea. Call it what you want. You're infested. Let's do an infestation check. Infestation check. And I want you to love on yourself. I want you to hug yourself right now, right here, right now. Put the phone down. You ain't got to share. You ain't got to tap. You ain't got to do nothing. But I want you to hug yourself right quick. Because you are love. You are the I am. And while you're loving on yourself, thank you, Sandra. Thank you for trusting the alchemist. All. While you're loving on yourself, this is here an infestation check at the same time while you're loving on yourself. Right here, right here. If your skin right here feels bumpy right here, but it feels smooth right here. Bumpy, smooth, but bumpy. Right here, this normally be an indication of a person that has a host of parasites inside of that abdominal cavity. If it's rough right here, baby, click on the orange shopping card below and get you some of the alchemist oil and you get the bundle. Because that's letting you know, yes, you be you. That's our university. You be you, the real you, finally. If you have bumps right here, that's just like the person that have rosacea and have the pink cheeks right here. And that's an indication of little eggs. These little eggs. Yeah, they like to come out and stick their eggs out sometimes via your skin. Just like they'll come out and show themselves with psoriasis flare up, and they'll show themselves, or they'll show you how acidic it is by you having eczema. When you have eczema, that's letting you know how acidic your body really is, okay? And I ain't being ugly with you, but you are acidic, you're corroded in here. And so if you have eczema, you need to be doing what I've been sharing with you with this here concoction with your water. You need to be drinking some more alkaline, more smooth water with vital minerals and baking soda and your lemon inside of your water if you have eczema, because you're acidic, baby. Your body telling you. If you have a white coating on your tongue, that's the tongue is the mirror to the from the stomach, right? So the tongue is showing you what's going on in the stomach. And that white stuff is yeast, baby. That would be what we call yeast. So you need to be putting the alchemist oil inside of that navel. Don't panic. It's okay, organic in hell. If you got a white tongue, here we go. Wow, I miss my mouth looking at them things. Thank you for trusting the alchemist all. Okay, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm putting down here? This here is my passion of everything that I really love to do. This is my creation, my baby. And it saved my life once upon a time before I even knew you. I was using this here for me, for acne, for fluid filled bumps. You see some acne on my Facebook? For what they call irritable syndrome, vertigo, thyroid issues. And I used to wear glasses, but baby, the only glasses I'm wearing right now is my Louis and my Ray-Bans, and they not prescribed, my baby. They're not. Because when you clean up, thank you for trusting the alchemist all, when you clean up that transverse colon, you cleaning up critters, you cleaning up your ability. This is why you get bloated and your stomach hurt right here. This is transverse colon right here. You clean up the ability for you to absorb. And if you're not absorbing right here, you can't absorb right here. Because right here is connected to here. This is why we have gut feelings. So if you clean up the transverse colon, then you'll be able to see better too. But if the transverse colon is full of shit, then wait, hold up. What that is? What that is? Right? You see how they go together? It goes together. Thank you for trusting the alchemist all. Okay, that's really all that I have today. And I'm not one of them people that stay on TikTok all damn day because guess what? I'm a retired lady. I do this for my passion. I like to educate people. Like I said, I like bringing people to the water, but I can't make you drink. Take your time. But when that load becomes too unbearable for you, come on back and throw that alchemist all bundle in your cart, baby. Because that means you're full of shit and you ain't supposed to be full of shit. You ain't supposed to be smelling like shit. You're supposed to be that person in the physical reality and walking around saying my shit don't stink. And it don't, right? Let me make sure I caught all the comments up in here. Thank you for adding to the cart. Thank you for the purchase. You better get it. You better unalive them critters. This message was brought to you by Goddess Just Be and her creation, The Alchemist Oil. Pure alchemy in a bottle, just like you in that matrix. Okay, bye. Be blessed, babe. Bye, Keith. Bye, Big T. Okay. I appreciate y'all support. Have a good